There is a big TikTok debate going on, mostly among men. And so we got 5 dudes here. The big question this week is, who would win in a fight? 100 men or one silverback gorilla? And for those of you who don't know, silverback gorillas, I think their weight ranges is somewhere to 400 to 600 pounds.
They're huge.
They are massive. And we are talking about 100 men. I don't think there are any other clarifiers on that.
I have one clarifier to start here. Is the gorilla pissed? Like, does it want to fight?
It's got to be.
Because if it's like a run-of-the-mill gorilla, I think it runs away.
Yeah. Well, this is what is it? The bloodlust? Is that what people are calling it?
Is it bloodlusted? Yeah.
Yeah, it is bloodlusted.
Okay, yeah.
So
100 men are getting fucking run up.
So I have a question.
They're Joe.
Is it one man at a time, or is it 100 men at the same time?
100 men at a time.
Yeah.
100 men can coordinate ahead of time. They're planning it. Gorilla is minding his own business and then sees 100 guys try and jump him. So it doesn't matter how the gorilla starts. The gorilla's pissed as soon as he gets punched in the face the first time.
Right. And there's no weapons, right?
No weapons. Everybody's bare ass naked.
All right. Well, let's start with this. Who thinks the men are going to win?
Me. 100%.
Idiot.
No way.
100 full-grown men against what?
It doesn't matter.
Break it down.
Okay.
Break it down.
In my mind, it's too much. If it were 10, 20, 30, I'd go with the gorilla. 100, I can't fit 100 men in this room. Imagine the overwhelming power of 100 men. If it was like a moose-sized gorilla, like a moose, like 1,000 pounds, but like a 400-pound gorilla, yeah, it's strong, but you just get him in a headlock and beat the shit out of him.
They can bench press a car.
Yeah, but it's 100 guys. 100 guys can bench. Okay, here's the question. Okay, if you're going to put it in the car, 100 men could lift a car together.
Can you fit 100 men around a car?
No. But I still think the amount of men...
how exactly do 100 men versus 30 men attack differently? There's no space.
I don't, but okay, so just because the gorilla's strong, it wins? I don't get it. How is it that strong?
They have like a 2-inch layer of fat to protect from any puncture wounds. Their skull is sick.
I saw a video of a guy who's like he's a gorilla
primate expert. I saw this video.
Well, and he said that the humans would win.
I think I saw a different one.
There we go. And his reason for that.
I saw one last night too, yeah.
And his reason for that was he's saying, like, listen, 400 pounds is a lot of weight. And you can only swing that around for, a certain amount of time before you're completely exhausted. Doesn't matter if you're a gorilla. If you are that big, moving around, individually taking out one after another, that is too much, and gorillas do not have the endurance for that. So that is what one gorilla scientist on TikTok said.
I'm with him.
I saw that one too.
Nope. I'm gonna go MAGA. Nope. I don't agree.
Firmly gorilla.
Nope.
I fundamentally reject your argument.
But couldn't you just put like 5 guys grabbing onto his limbs? Couldn't you just put 20 guys just grab each limb?
I don't think it matters. Okay, how do you fit 20 people on each limb?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You can't. Okay. Like, the logistics of it don't work.
I think the way that it would go, it's not 100 versus 1. It's like 10 fights of 10 versus 1. Maybe.
Yeah, and every time that 10 is getting smoked.
Yeah.
All right. You're starting to sway me a little bit with that argument.
Zach, let me ask you this. Are you willing to lead this charge?
As like a person fighting this? No.
Zach is the fodder.
You're the bullet sponge.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It'd be 99 versus one gorilla if I was one of the 100.
Zach running off into the sunset.
The men have no choice, just as the gorilla has no choice.
Right. I think like the first 30 men are immediately done. Like no chance.
Yeah, they're decimated.
Oh, your head's coming off. Yeah,
you're exactly. The first person,
they're going to corkscrew your head off.
The head's gone, and they're just going to use the body and go 360 and just literally be whipping everybody in the face all the way around. Yeah.
Jason did that in a Friday the 13th movie. There was a person camping in a sleeping bag, and he picked them up by their ankles, and he swung them like a baseball bat into a tree in the forest. It was I would sign up to watch that, honestly, now that you're describing it the way that you are.
I would also like that.
I mean, because this is going to be not guys that I am friends with who are fighting a gorilla. So, like, if this happens,
smells like MAGA men, if you have to ask me.
So I don't know, if everybody grew up with this, but I was born in '85 and very much like elementary school was the Ronald Reagan era, like don't use drugs, the stop campaign or whatever the whatever the fuck
Dare.
yeah. And it was basically like traumatize kids and they'll stop doing the bad thing. So there was you need to wear your seatbelts. If you don't, this is what it looks like. And they'd show us videos of this like slow motion, at least at the time, looked super realistic, like people in car accidents, like banging heads together and just their skulls collapsing. So that is what I imagine it would look like if a gorilla grabbed my ankle.
100%.
Use me as a club until my head turns to mush and then grab the next person.
This is your brain on gorilla.
You make. I'm very skeptical of my position now. I may have to change my mind.
Yeah, because like if you could get 100 men to attack at once somehow, I could see them winning.
Right.
But it's
that's
groups,
what switched my mind.
And I think the like any effective group that could work together is immediately decimated by a gorilla.
Yeah.
I also think if you get on the ground with a gorilla, you're toast. Like they have,
you have no
lower
chance.
center of gravity.
You have no chance.
They're gonna kill everybody around him. Like there's just no.
But there are I need to get into like some of the layers of absurdity of the men who think that they can take on gorillas or that any
it's
man
absurd.
can take on. For one, like most people, and I am a combat veteran, I have seen what human beings look like when they are not in good shape. That is horrific. And witnessing that happen, witnessing a gorilla chomp into someone's skull is enough to make half of the 100 pass out.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true.
that alone means that your army of 100 men is now 50.
And then the gorilla goes around and curb stomps all the sleeping ones.
A gorilla can pick up a coconut, you know, the coconut as it comes from the tree with the sheath on it, and they can just bite and peel. And they don't have to be fast. They don't have to be right. They'll just walk around and just slowly pick up one.
They're insanely durable, right? Like you have no tool to puncture them.
Yeah,
that's true.
No.
Now I've seen the guys say, "Oh, you just poke them in the eyes. They got a soft spot," or go for the genitals.
That's going to do a great.
All right, that's smart.
Arguments. You know how deep the eye is? Like you really got to get all up in that gorilla's business.
What's going to happen to a gorilla you just kicked in the nuts?
Yeah.
I think the gorilla could take a nap as 10 guys who are still conscious try to beat it. It will eventually wake up and then finish him off. Like
Rejuvenated.
There's no winning.
So Zach,
right.
so we
I'm
have
convinced.
Okay.
I'm convinced.
So
Just,
Zach,
but it's only
contrarian
one
has been
argument.
flipped.
It's only one argument that's flipped me though. But all the other stuff maybe. But it's the fact that you can't use all 100 at the same time.
Right.
If somehow you physically could, I think the 100 men win. But
I think that's fair.
just
You could
the
smother
physics
it.
of it. You're right.
Fun. It is funny though that you to see these things because there's all of these debates, right? Like I think I saw a poll where it was like 80% of men think they could like land a plane if they had to, like a 747.
There's like 50% that think they could beat Serena Williams. Not in a million fucking years.
What?
No. It's more. I think it's more than 50%.
Yeah,
It's like
not
some
in a
crazy
million
number.
fucking years you beat Serena Williams.
She could beat some pro players.
Yes.
I don't understand.
The only people beating Serena Williams are like the men in the top 100.
Right, like Roger Federer and shit.
Right. There's actually a video. It's a bit of a parody, but there's a video of these guys actually trying to return a serve from Serena, and it is hilarious because they are not even coming close. It's like these people who are like, well, I could hit one major league fastball. No, you couldn't.
No way.
No way.
You could swing all day and never hit one.
Yeah, Pedro Martinez with like three, like a fastball, a changeup, and a curveball that would break your knees. Like, and also he could throw straight at your head. Like, no, I'm sorry. And I played baseball.
Even if you made contact with the baseball, like your hands would be done.
You're done.
Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
you're not used to that.
I played varsity baseball in high school. I couldn't foul off anything, let alone some like moron who's been like, reliving their glory days from 40 years before, who thinks they're going to get a bat and go back out there and like, I don't. Anyway,
there's a reason Shohei Ohtani got a $700 million contract. I think it is for 15 years. I'm like, it's that unusual, guys. Like, let's be real about this.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Just so for our audience who we haven't scared away, this is the Find Out podcast. The first 11 minutes,
we do talk about politics sometimes.
What, I've heard all these people talk about this new political show, and then it's like 12 minutes of like me screwing up at the beginning, and then us talking about whether 100 men could beat an ape or not. So talking about a 400-pound gorilla, let's move to Donald Trump and some of the.
Nice transition. I like that.
See, killing a gorilla with 100 men is bad, but calling Trump a gorilla that's a bridge too far. I can't get behind that kind of attack.